Hey everyone, Street Smart Joker here, and today we have an unboxing video for you guys. Uh, these are a couple of action figures which I ordered quite some time back, and I even forgot what is inside of them. So it's kind of like a mystery. So I'm very excited to open this up and show you guys what's inside of this box. It arrived quite some time back, some sale during which I ordered this. So let's quickly jump in and. For me, this is a mystery unboxing because I don't remember what I ordered. So let's find out what's inside of this together. So I had a tough time opening this up simply because my stand which I used to have earlier is broken. So I'm actually holding it in the camera in my one hand and then trying to unpack it, which is quite difficult. But finally, I have it open. And like I said, there is a Batman, there is a Joker. That's the first glimpse of it. Oh, it looks very interesting, the packaging. And yeah, this is from Eaglemoss. So Eaglemoss not just have action figures, they also do collected editions of graphic novels. So let's quickly get this junk out, right, and then pick this up. I'm so sorry that it's very difficult for me to take this out in the form, but yeah, it's well packed. I really like the way they packed it in the box, so there is no chance of this getting shifted or anything external coming into touch with this and breaking it up. So that's the box, and these are the figures that I have for you guys. If I remember correctly, there was some free comic as well in the inside of it. But I don't remember, right? Let's just see the outer box. Yeah, Batman there looks really cool with his hand holding the cape, and I will soon take him out to show you what's inside of it. Yeah, so they called it the superhero collection. They had Superman, they had Wonder Woman, they had the Joker, although I don't know how they classify him as superhero. Harley Quinn and Deathstroke, I can see Robin, Ra's al Ghul, Poison Ivy, Batgirl, Penguin, Catwoman, Green Arrow. So a lot of characters. Okay, there is a character booklet, 16-page detailed booklet that provides a comprehensive history of the character, and it's from New 52. It's based on the New 52 characters. This is the side, and that's the other side which shows the actual statue. Slight tear in the packaging, as you guys can see, but that's okay. I'm not too bothered about it, but yeah, really love this box. Let's go into Joker. That's a very ominous looking Joker with the gun in hand there, right there, and you have a laughing clown inside of it. We'll soon have him outside and I'll show you what's inside. There you could even see the book in the background. I'm excited to check that out, and that is the actual statue which will come out of this box. Yeah, this is Joker from New 52. Actually, it's not the Greg Capullo one. Looks like from some of the other artists. That one, again, the character booklet, 16-page one. Really looking forward to what's inside of it. So those are the two figures in their box sets, guys. Soon they will find a space in my shelf, and there was some sale going on due to which I got it around 50% discount. So I'm going to do next is going to take them out of their packaging and then show you what's inside of this. So I've got both of them out of the box, and they are still in the casing. So first impressions, they're a bit small to my liking. They're in fact, it was mentioned in the website as well. They're 10 centimeters small. And actually, when I just checked the website, I even found that the offer is still running. You can get it for 50% discount. Go to Visplex, and Visplex has this offer in case you guys still want to get it for half the price. Yeah, I really am loving the looks of these figures. Although I don't know how much detailing is there on the face. I saw a much better detailing on the website, but Joker looks really cool. Batman not as good. Yeah, the size for me is slightly small, guys, and I have a Harley Quinn here which I got some time back to show you the size comparison, so you know how tall these are. And right, these are the comics, or like background books that came with it. There's the Batman and the Joker one. Let's see what is there in the Batman one. Okay, it has a history of Batman. There's the breaking of the bat. I think some major events around Batman is covered. That's a cool addition to the book. Gives you some context and some history. That's from Final Crisis. Okay, it has a lot of historical moments. It has Damian Wayne in it. It has the Grant Morrison run of Batman and Robin. The first page again has a Jim Lee version of Batman. It has a Batman origin book picture. Yeah, so a lot of stuff going on. I'm assuming the same things will happen for Joker as well. Yep, all the main comics, the year one challenge of the Man Bat. So yeah, interesting small booklet. There is a Greg Capullo Batman there, the New 52 one, and Court of Owls. All that is covered. Only thing I think this is missing, or maybe I have not found out, is the Dark Knight Returns. No details on that. But yeah, otherwise an interesting addition, and that's the back which shows the figures. So going into the Joker one, I really love this cover. Simply brilliant. The Joker, and I don't know, like I love the character a lot. Sometimes I feel I love the character even more than Batman himself. So again, meet the Ace of Knaves. So I recently bought the Joker 75th edition booklet. I'll maybe do a review around that, which shows the different transformation of the character. He was bought in like a murderous villain, and then he got transformed into a irritating clown of sorts who used to play tricks due to the censorship in comics. And then again he was brought back to his prime during the late 70s, and that's when some of the this one is from, I think this is from Endgame, where there is the Joker virus. Yeah, this is all from New 52. The Joker's classic storylines, there are plenty of that. It shows The Killing Joke and Death in the Family, both of which I have the books. Right, and yep, that's the last page which shows the Joker file. So yeah, interesting guys. I think it's a good addition to have these comics as well, along with the figures. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to remove this action figures from their casing, and then going to show them side by side so that you can have a complete look. Hey, so finally I've got them out of the casing, and here they are. What I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly show them up close, and then giving you a close-up look on what exactly these are. And I really love the details that's there in this. Joker's face looks really having the evil laugh, and you have the Joker flower as well on it. So the detailing is pretty good guys, and I like the way he's holding the cane and giving you that ominous but at the same time a sheepish look. So there is Joker DC Comics number 279. I don't know how many of this got made. I know it's not a limited edition or anything, but yeah, that's the Joker. So there he goes. Let's see what's to do with Batman. So that's the Batman. I will first show you the cape, and this cape is also part of the, it's not a loose cape, this is also the same material. So, and you can see him holding the cape up, which is really cool. The face of Batman, I'm just not completely convinced. I don't see his lips properly. So few issues there. I don't think I can return it in any case, but not the best statue that I had of Batman. But still, I mean, from a bit far away, I think it looks really cool. So taking a close look at his belt, the very famous belt of Batman, It has some details in it. It shows some pouches, as well as you could see the New 52 bat logo as well up front. And yeah, it also has its full hand inside of the cape, which is really good. So all in all, again, this one Shrey says that it is number 839, right, on the back. So all in all, yeah, a really cool looking Batman there. So we can put him right there. And let's do a size comparison of sorts. So these are, like I said, 10 centimeters tall. Not like a really tall statue. Like if you compare this to a Funko Pop, for example, right? The Funko is taller than the bat here, right? So it's pretty. I'm not very excited about the height of this. Yeah, it's kind of like a miniature model, and but really, I mean, it's a good statue. It's a very small mini statue, but still a statue as well. So I'm happy of getting both of them, and although I would love to have got them similar to how I got the Harley here. She is really stand out. She is tall. She has all detailed featuring as well. But yeah, you can't ask for anything. So what I'm going to do next for you guys, I showed you the comics which comes with this. I showed you the action figures up close. Next, I'm going to set this, guys, in my shelf, and then I'm going to show you how it looks amidst your comics. So let's move to that next. So as you can see, I've set them up against my trade paperbacks. They look a bit tiny as compared to, let's say, the NJ Cross Batman here, which is a bit more taller. So as compared to the books, they are really tiny. But I think it's good to have this kind of ones you can arrange in front of the books. And the reason why it's good is that you can see the entire spine of the comics, and you know what comics are there even within a glass shelf. That way, and then still they give you a statue look in front, right? Whereas this one kind of like half covers some of the spines, etc. So that way I feel it's good. Now what we'll do is we'll change the setting again, have these two guys along with my Funko Pops and action figures, and see how they look in that shelf. Let's go. So finally I have them in my Funko Pop shelf, a glass shelf. I think it really looks cool here. This is where I think they really stand out from the crowd, and I mean, I'm really loving it. Like, I'm just keeping the Joker in the center and the bat also in the center, and just observing how they look amidst all the other statues. Yeah, they really are looking very good. So this is where, guys, I will finally keep them as compared to my comic book shelf. I think they really stand out in this shelf, and if you guys are planning to pick them up, I would definitely recommend them. But do understand, I think from a pro point of view, I think the features, the way these statues stand up and hold up are really good. They have a base as well. As you guys can see, the base is very strong. It's fixed to the bottom. The con being they are a bit tad small. So don't buy them expecting a very tall statue which will like cover your shelf or anything. But when you keep it as part of your larger collection, I think they are some of the really cool statues that you could buy and own. So that's my recommendation. I will definitely give a thumbs up and go ask you guys to go ahead and purchase. So that's my statue unboxing. So until next time, this is Street Smart Joker signing off. Bye bye.